Right, howdy folks, welcome back. It's been a few days since I've done one of these now. We're on a new map, as you can see, as you can possibly see. This is Greenland, which is just been out a couple of days, and a couple of reasons why I'm on it. Old Stream Farm. Now, on the save game, I've been having a few problems with it. The textures at the farm, the buildings and everything, have gone to pot basically, and I've tried all sorts of things, cannot fix it. If I start a new save game, all the textures are fine, but on the the save game that you've seen me upload, it has been, all the textures have gone to nothing really. So I'm a bit stuck with that at the minute. There's what to do. The game still functions and functions fine and everything, but all the detail's been lost on it. I don't know why. Like I say, if I start a new save game on it, it's fine. But anyway, it's always good to try new maps. We've still got obviously Calmston, and I've been having a good look at this Greenlands map, and it's a good map actually. The fields are not as big as Calmston, so that's a bonus, but they're not as small as Old Stream. It sits in between. As you can see, we've got UK traffic, which is good, and it's probably not as detailed as the other two maps, as Calmston and Old Stream Farm, but it's it's detailed enough, and I have done quite a bit of editing just to give it a bit more detail. I'm just gonna. Is he going to give me enough room? Possibly. Challenges start already. I think we should be alright. Yeah, so you give me the horn, why don't you do that? So this is like the main village we're coming into now. And we don't meet too many cars here because it's not very wide. And it was quite plain, but as you can see, I've added a lot of sort of objects in the front garden just to give it a bit of variety. All the front gardens were the same and empty, so it just looked a bit generic, but put a few props in there, just it lifts it a bit like so. And I've added a few more trees here and there, but apart from that, I quite like it. I like this sort of style of map. I'm in the T670 John Deere. Right, and this is where it's going to get really tricky because our first field is down here, and just watch the tower swing. This could be mega tight getting down here. Do you think we'll do it? Oh, you stay there. That was lucky. You didn't come right up the inside of me. Oh, we might be able to do it. Look at that. Just drag it through the hedge slightly, but we should be alright. Yes, we're in. We're in. So, yeah, so where are we with regards to the farming year? Well, mostly all the games start at sort of, August time. That's where we are. We're in August, so we've got a lot of harvesting to do. I've bought several fields, and we've got no barley, so we're going to crack straight on with the oilseed rape and get that done. So so of course we've got bigger fields, so we can go with bigger kit. I don't like to make a job, take a long time just for the sake of it. What the hell was that? I've got a Spitfire going overhead. Is it that warehouse? Anyway, we've got the first field here on the right. Now this looks like fun, doesn't it? Trying to get in here off a single track road. That's the only downside of a big kit. Although this isn't, it's not a big combine really. It's the biggest of the straw walker versions, but it's not. I mean, it's not huge. It wouldn't be, if we had a small one, it wouldn't be a lot more different. I'll open the gate. Now this is quite a small field on here, but as you can see, oh, that's Andy, I'm going to shut the gates when we get going. Oh, it's a shame then gates don't open a bit more, because we're going to probably want every single drop of gateway we can get, but yeah, but it's still a good sized field, this, isn't it? So hence you want some, you know, you want a fair sizable bit of kit. Jump back in. Right, at least it is a double gateway, and this is going to be mega tricky. And believe it or not, I am probably better off with the table on the Combine, because the fact that you know, Combine's obviously rear wheel steer, it drags the front of the header trail around. I don't know if it's going to do enough. See, ideally, so that gate opened 90 degrees, it wants to open sort of another 45, and I could angle in the field, but not sure we're going to get that. All we can do is just keep turning, and that'll just keep pushing the, like that, you see, that'll just help bring the trail around. We might just be able to do it. Really drag it around now. Yeah, somewhere in. We're destroying a bit of crop, but not a lot we can do. We will need another vehicle here really before we can get going. Right, let's drop that there, we can get going from that. For those of you wondering how many foot is, it is making good, well actually, yeah, I will say good progress, because it has, over the past couple of days, it really has improved. So yeah, that's great. Not back at work yet, but it's a good start. Oh, we'll just see, disable straw sorting, yes, because we don't want to leave this in rows. Right, we're going to cut round this header trailer. We'll destroy any more crop. Fire her up. Just adjust my reel height. Turn her up. We don't want to be knocking push all the way forward. We don't really want to be knocking any of the seeds out. And away we go. Because we're not leaving it in rows, it doesn't really matter with rate how you cut it. Yeah, straw bar George. Good visibility in cam. I can see the offside of the header there. Sometimes in these you can't. You've got a screen right in the way, so you can't see where your edge of your header is. But in that one you see it fine. Now we had one of these when I was at Henry's. We had one of these on demo. Very nice it was too. I don't think I did a video on it. I didn't think I had the time in the end. Or did I? I can't remember. don't know, because we had one of these, a T670 like this on tracks. You know, had a 25-foot header on it, or maybe a 30. Could have been a 30-foot header. Along with Henry's Lexion 670. So we've we made some good progress that day. I certainly had a lot of bailing in front of me. So at least with this map, when I get my Arctics out and all my big kit, you don't sort of feel guilty. As the fields are big enough to to accommodate it, sort of thing. We don't have any problems with this map, i.e. textures going wonky. I think we'll be alright. Right, just leaving the yard with the 8870 and the Matty trailer. Go and unload the combine. Got Lily on there apparently, and 95%, which is quite handy. It just gives you a little you can keep an eye on what they've got rather than sort of having to go and check on them physically. You can keep an eye on them there, and of course the CB radio tells you over that as well, which is handy. This is the 8870, very nice mod. This is the super steer version.
Boss, this combine is full. I'm parked till I get a hauler over here.
Yeah, I'm on the way. Yeah, no, the thing about the super, I don't know why it never really caught on, other than the 70 series tractors. Yeah, we've got a blooming car, and yeah, we've got chaos now. Yeah, well, I need to. I'll have to make use of the super steer. Now you see the super steer, the weights, they move as well. I mean, perhaps it didn't catch on because of the extra complexity of the front axle. But it's very clever and does mean we've got a very tight turning circle for a big tractor. I mean, you get an ever such a long wheelbase because you look where the front axle's mounted, way more forward than you get on tractors these days. But yeah, no, it's a nice mod. Well, at least we've got a good tank full off this field so far. Oh yeah, I had to shut the gates just to tidy that bit up. So we'll open them up again. There we go. So it's a nice looking tractor, that, isn't it? I like the fact that you can get a sort of second-handy looking trailer. I mean, not everyone's got brand new trailers like. That sort of fits with the theme. I still like my old school. I mean, yes, we've got a big brand new combine. But yeah, I do like my old school gear mixed with a bit of modern. So not much left there. A couple of passes that way, I think, 2 or 3, and then just that bit there she's missed. And that'll be this field done. We can get on to the next one.
Okay, hauler, I'm good.
She's good. Blimey. Good load in there. We'll get a bit more in there, won't we? Oh, we'll leave her there a minute. Right, I've just nipped back to the farm and As you see, I've decorated a bit, put a few objects in and around. We haven't got any animals yet, but I'll give you a quick tour of the farm. It's a nice farm actually. That's the workshop there, so that's cool. Diesel tank, although it says petrol. Now this is good. This is the cow barn, right? Very nice. Yeah, that's all good. 3 Lely astronaut milking machines there. Again, we've not got any animals at all. No cows, sheep, pigs, hens, nothing yet. We're going to have to get some. Now here is something very interesting. As yeah, we've got a Lely Vector, which is basically what do they call it? It's a kitchen. So you put your ingredients in here in these bays, and then the overhead crane there grabs what it wants, and then puts it into the little robotic feeding wagon there. Can we have an is that auto? I should think that's automatic. It does it on its own. So that's really cool if that works. Yeah, when we get some, all the feeds and that, we can see how that works. But and it does it all automatically. You just keep the food in these bays, and that'll keep the cows fed. So that's cool. 2 big silos here, silo bunkers for maize. We've got a lot of maize. There's a lot of grass about as well. This I would say is a machine store, or possibly a grain store, though we've got sort of there's a gap at the top of the wall there, but I think we can use that as a grain store. So then we've got another little machine store there, which is good. Now this is the sheep pasture, so that's all simple. You put your food there. And here we've got some sealed, real nice shed actually. 3 roller shutters. That'll be me classic tractor shed, I think. Keep all the good stuff in there. As you can see, we've got I didn't show you. We've got a fast truck and a trailer around there, and I've got a nice Arctic set up there, because we have also got a chase bin on this map. So this is what's that? Muck in it? Yeah, that's a muck bay there, and then a slurry, and this is obviously a pigsty here. So everything's all in the one. I like them when they're all in the one spot. We've got a nice little grain storage area here with is that Lord Dennis dryer?
Breaker, I'm all done.
It's all done. Big 10 for all good, buddy. All done, apart from the fact that you've missed that bit in the middle. But we've got another little feed silo there. That is the outdoor bit where the pigs will be. So yeah, and then we've got another silage clamp there. Another little shed to put gear in, and I would say another little be a good shed for flat store for grain and that. So that is this yard. We also own another yard, but this is obviously the main yard. So yeah, very good. I think very good. And well chuffed not. So I'll put quite a few details and bits and bobs in just to bring it alive. But it'll only be alive really when we get some animals, won't it? So right, so we'll finish this field off. And that's a little there to do, and then we're done. On to the next field. Good start to the harvest campaign. Not much coming in, we should be able to go a bit quicker. Then we've got to get out of here somehow, which might be even trickier than getting in here, I think, to get to the next field. Right, we are done. Start this header up. Oh, I've got manual unload now. Again, just another bit more realistic. I tell you what I have got as well is there's 3 different mods come out. Start overload. Oh, I see. Yeah. There's real wheels, real centre of gravity, and real implements come out, and yeah, they're good. Make a big difference. Like now, you know you can get sort of bogged down and stuck on that with the real wheels apt. It's definitely worth having. I've not really put it to much use yet, only in a bit of testing, but no, it did seem good. It seemed good. So we'll see what that's like when we get ploughing and cultivating and all that. Right, so we'll take this back to the farm, and on the way we'll go and open the gates to the next field, so we should be able to just go straight in with the combine. With a bit of luck. Sounds lovely, this 70 series. I didn't do too bad with that field. We've got good load on board. And so the next field is just past the digger, actually. It is a lot bigger.
The time is now 12 o'clock.
Cheers, thank you. Tell me that. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than the next field, so we might get the chaser going. Obviously, there weren't a lot of point with that field because it was all seed rope. I knew it'd all go on one trailer. So we'll see. I mean, like I say, all seed rate doesn't yield like a cereal does anyway. So we're never going to be dealing with huge amount. It shouldn't be too bad to get in. And we'll just nip and open the gate. It's a good angle to get in with this one. Yep. Line of traffic. See, it's not a bad looking map, is it? I mean, it's nice and hilly. It looks like a UK map. It's just not, crammed full of detail, but that's right. As I'm going along, I'll add more and more detail to it. Big old fields of taters and sugar beet to get out and all. I think there's four sort of yards. Well, I think there's 3 sort of farms, and like I say, we've got a second yard as well, which has got sort of 3 sheds on it. So there is some scope in here to expand a lot. Oh, so we'll just park the new one there for a minute. Knock her off. Yes, this is the fast track. Slightly different to the one we had on Old Stream Farm, because this is I'm fairly sure it's a cross-play one. So I've got the Dooley trailer, which isn't cross-play, but I don't think it is anyway. But it's a nice trailer, that is. Right, so here we go. This could be a real bugger to get out of. Just wishing gates would open a bit more. I've got to be real careful with my tower swing here. I'm not sure I'm in the right position. We may just be able to take a little shunt. Alright, we should get round. I'm going to have to really bury it in this hedge. Way up steady. Well, that's a bit much, isn't it? And we're going to be wary of the rear of the header. What are we going to catch there? Maybe, maybe not. It's real tight now, we've cleared it. It's going to be real tight. We're going to have to. Oh no, we're alright. God, that weren't as bad as I was expecting, to be honest. Narrow, very narrow, but challenging. That's what I like. I do like maps like this. Right, here we go. Take up the road. Right, there we go, we're off again. A little bit bigger field, but we're smashing on well. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that this first episode on Greenlands. I quite like it. Hopefully everything behaves itself and we can carry on, get a good farm going on here. That's the hope anyway. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, help it grow a bit, and I'll see you on the next episode. Looking forward to it. Ta-ta!